Self, I know y'all, listen to me now. If you love yourself, you know, you can't be around certain people. Why? Because they can hurt you? Who can hurt me if I'm taking responsibility 100% of my motherfucking well-being? Who? No, sweetie. I no longer allow that. Therefore, I don't feel that. Hey guys, alright, so hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope all you guys are hanging on in there. Okay, so I said I was gonna come back. I know, yes, I said I'm gonna come back. I'm back to give a message, for a healing message right now for the collective, and I want to tap into October's energy. If you remember, October's message was about releasing, letting go, basically releasing and letting go some type of energy that you are carrying from within you, okay? Or is some type of energy that you are carrying that is blocking the energy that you're sending out, responding to the energy that you're sending out. There's some type of blockage based upon some type of energy that needs to be released. Okay, that was October's message basically. So I wanted to tap into that energy to see where we are, see what's the guidance, what is the healing message in reference to that message. Okay, if you hear some gizmo snowing in the background. Okay. All right, so that's what I'm getting. This will be a collective message. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, then it just doesn't. Okay. I'm definitely getting, like, honestly, you guys, I'm getting like, it's really all about the way that we are thinking. Okay. It's like whatever we're trying, whatever we're wanting, right? Wherever space you're trying to get to, right? Whatever that is that may be challenging you, there is a way out. But it's based on how much do you believe in yourself that you can come out of that space. How much do you believe in yourself that you can get to a space where it's like consistently you're content, you're Gizmo, Lord have mercy. You know, you're relaxed like Gizmo. Okay, it's like you're not stressing about nothing. You don't really have no worries. Not saying that you don't have things to worry about, but it's like you're not worrying about them, because at the end of the day, they're going to be removed. You know what I'm saying? It's like staying in that consistent type of energy. So I definitely feel like this has everything to do with our mental and how we are thinking. Okay. But let's see here. Give me an overall energy for this healing message at this time. Overall energy, please. One more shuffle. Okay, so we have fear as the overall energy. Lord have mercy. Look, clarity of belief at the bottom of the deck. Absolutely. There's some fear surrounding. I don't know if you can see this card, but on the fear card, it's a number 11. And the clarity of belief is a 1. So this is definitely for those of you who may be seeing 111 or 1111 or even 2s. Okay? Definitely 111 or 1111. Has everything to do with clarity of belief. This is the space where we're trying to get to. When I say trying to get to, right, it's like, how can I explain it? Because it's not like, you know, you're imperfect where you are. Like, no. What I'm saying is there is a space that's available where your belief is nothing blocking whatever the hell you want at the end of the day. And especially if it's tied to fear, okay? Fear is definitely an energy that keeps us locked in, that keeps us kind of like, you know what I mean? But if you look closely at this picture, you see here this bubble at the bottom. It's like childhood wounds is how I'm picking this up. It's like this is a time to once again like shine that light on your childhood wounds, the feelings of abandonment, the feelings of hurt or potential hurt or future hurt. There's fear there. Okay, listen, we are spiritual beings at the end of the day that come from the most highest source. There is no fear. You can't have fear and divine energy at the same time. You know what I mean? Divine energy holds too much of a space for that fear, for it to like, for it to shine like divine energy for fear can get in, right? But as you can see, this fear brings a lot of like not being able to see, a lot of darkness, a lot of cloudiness, a lot of doubt. You know, you kind of see the moon in this image, you know, it's like, you know, the unknown. I don't know for sure. I don't know what the hell gonna happen. You know what I mean? So it's like this energy here, it's like we're free. We're free with the clarity of belief. Okay? All right, so let's see here. Give me 4 cards for this message, please. 4 cards for the collective for this message. So like I was saying, yes, clarity of belief is what we are currently in. Trying to get a clear mind on what direction we want to go in. Okay? We'll shuffle. At the end of the day. Okay, so we have forgiving and learning. Okay. Blame. Abundance. You better know it. And forgiveness. Again. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have passion. To go along with the theme, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. There's definitely some changes when it comes to your love life and your career during this time, you guys. We are in the middle of the transformation of change, and it's for the good, but there has to be like a drop off of resentment for some of you guys. That could be resentment for a person here, a relationship. That could be resentment against God, the divine energy, the universe, however you look at that energy, like resentment, like to God, the universe, or the source. It's like, you know, what the hell, what's going on, why, you know what I mean? Like that type of resentment as well. Resentment of just where you are currently. Remember, resentment is not a good energy to carry within your energy field, because number one, it blocks the flow of love and abundance. Okay, but number 2, it can also like manifest this disease in your body physically. I mean, we definitely got time for that. Okay, we love ourselves too much to hold on to resentment. And as much as I say that, and as much as you hear me say that, and you know that I'm right deep down when I say that, when you hear me say that, you know that it sits with your soul. Like, you're too powerful of a being, you're too loving of a being to hold the energy of resentment, because resentment can actually hurt you mentally, emotionally, and physically, as well as spiritually. So why would we carry any energy that's not worthy of us? I don't give a rat's ass what the reason is. Is the reason worth your self-love when it comes to that? You know what I'm saying? Because there's some forgiveness here that's needed on this table. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there is a situation here that is asking for forgiveness. And in that forgiveness, there's something to learn. It's almost like once you release the energy of resentment, right? Clarity is going to come in. Because resentment also invites the energy of fear in when you're holding on to resentment. Like, you know? Let me clarify these real quick. Clarify these cards, please, real quick. Clarify. I mean, we got abundance in the focus position. Absolutely. And it's so fitting for this time. Right? It's like a fall. I'm getting like autumn. You know what I mean? Abundance, my loves. That's the focus. Having a more abundant mindset at the end of the day. For those of you who may be having a tough time with letting go of resentment, let me know, okay? Sign up for a session or reading or something. Because this is like, it's not an easy, it's not. I'm not going to sit up here and say that it's easy, because it's not. It's not easy to let go of resentment and release the energy of forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? 2 of Cups, definitely. This is definitely concerning a relationship for a lot of you guys, okay? But remember, you're learning how to detach and always find your center and stay in your center, and understand that that sense of fulfillment of whatever you're looking for from that relationship, from whatever it is outside that you're looking for, you actually have it within yourself if you will only just kind of release the resentment of whatever that is that you're trying to get it from. Whatever that source is, you are the source. Okay? I'm going to shuffle. What you say at the end of the day? Look at this. The Queen of Pentacles. You know it. And you know it. The Ten of Swords. Oh, wow. The High Priestess. Yes. Oh, beautiful. And the Tower in reverse. Okay. Oh, this is major, you guys. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands to go with the theme of passion. King of Wands, like, listen, this is the direction that we're going into. Okay? Pay attention, cat. This is the direction that we're going into. Point blank, period. In my love life and my career and whatever else, even if it's just the inside work that you're doing on yourself, which is beautiful. Okay? Queen of Pentacles with forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. This is the Queen of Pentacles, baby. Okay? She has her mental correct. She has her, not I say correct. She has her mental in alignment. She has her emotions in alignment. And because of those two things, she has her responses, her wand energy. Okay? Her magic is in alignment with what she wants. That's why she sits pretty. But because of her energy, she automatically attracts. She attracts the abundance in. And as you can see, she's sitting down. She done did her magic. She like, I ain't got to fly nowhere this month. I done did my damn flying. Okay. Now, in the obstacle position, we have blame with the Ten of Swords. This is it. Yes. I accept responsibility for my well-being. That's it. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I am now starting to accept responsibility for my own well-being. When we actually get to that place where we accept responsibility for how we are feeling, these are our feelings. These are our feelings. When we can get to that space of accepting full responsibility of how we feel and not project it out and blaming, this is going to end the cycle of hurt. Ten of Swords. This is going to end it, you guys. You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, when you're on a healing journey, you know, you never really stop healing. You may never stop healing. But this cycle here for me is done. It's done. It's over. It's a wrap. And it's all because I have taken full 100% responsibility of how I'm feeling. Therefore, nobody has the power to be able to make me feel some type of way about myself. My feelings are mine 100%. They belong to me. You know what I'm saying? We have been conditioned to like really open ourselves up in a way where, you know, we allow other people to control that. And that shouldn't be. And that's in the obstacle position. So there's still a challenge that is presenting itself, right, as a collective for all of us in reference to being able to really truly accept 100% responsibility for how I'm feeling. Okay? Focus on abundance with the High Priestess. I have an abundant mindset. I want for nothing. Therefore, I can never feel less than. If I want for nothing, I don't. What do you mean I feel less? There's less. That's going to take really like really high thinking. Honestly, it's really simple. It's simple, but it's not. How do you be in your High Priestess energy? It's called, you always go with the positive. Even when the negative is present, I still find the positive of the situation. Because I'm a positive motherfucker. That's what I do. That's who I am. I'm abundant being. You know what I'm saying? I work my magic in that way. I have an abundant mindset. That's the focus. That's going to assist us with releasing, okay, the blame, the outside blame of whatever it is, a person, place, or thing, that's making you doubt yourself, that's making you feel some type of way about yourself, that's making you feel some type of way about your life, that's making you feel some type of way about your worth. I know you lying. Okay? And in the what's coming position, forgiveness, again, with the Tower in reverse. Now, this can go both ways with Tower in reverse. This can like continue on, right? Continue on healing. Or it's like, listen, this forgiveness, I acknowledge, I know you lying. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I'm actually finally at a place where I acknowledge and I'm very aware of the wisdom, right? I'm very aware of the wisdom of knowing that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, specifically self-love. Because self-love is the best love. When you have self-love, when you have enough love for yourself, you don't need it on the outside. And that may sound foreign based upon the conditions of today. You know what I'm saying? But we're here to bring change, baby. There's enough suffering and pain that's going on, and this is self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? This person's still looking for that broom. Like, let me go ahead and I gotta fix it. I gotta get something outside of me. No, you don't. No, you do not. What is it that this person needs instead of reaching for that broom? Instead of reaching for that broom, what is it that this person needs from her travel? Gratitude. Gratitude. Instead of focusing on the worst case scenarios, everything that is bad, everything that is wrong, everything that's going wrong, or they perceive that is wrong, that they perceive is going wrong in their lives. Switching to an energy of gratitude. Because there's always something to be thankful for. Always. Okay? Absolutely beautiful message, you guys. So we're working on releasing the energy of resentment. Okay? And it's like when those triggers come up, when those triggers hit, because that's when the real work starts. When those triggers hit, remind yourself, I am taking responsibility for my well-being. I accept responsibility for me. I am responsible for my well-being. Not you. Outside thing. And that takes practice. And we have been doing that. Continue. Because it's a beautiful space to be, you guys. Okay? At the end of the day. All right, let's get a spirit message here. So hang on in there. Hang on in there. Let me shuffle. Listening for truth is the spirit message. All right, let's read a little bit of this. This is a number 36. Absolutely. It's a number 9. This is ending that cycle. Listening for the truth. Listen on a deeper level. Okay. Okay, so this says, truth speaks to us constantly, but not always in words. It may communicate through a feeling that is hard to put into words, but bring an inexplicable sense of peace, trust, and knowledge that somehow everything is going to work out perfectly, even if there's little evidence of how it's all going to work out. Okay? You are being asked to listen for the truths beneath the words rather than the superficial message of the words themselves. Okay, we're going deep. We're going deep. Okay. This is especially true for the communications of those around you, the press, the newspaper, and the mass media. You will begin to hear fear in the words and actions of those around you, even as they preach love. Okay? You know that if you love yourself, I know y'all, listen to me now. If you love yourself, you know, you can't be around certain people. Why? Because they can hurt you? Who can hurt me if I'm taking responsibility 100% of my motherfucking well-being? Who? No, sweetie. I no longer allow that. Therefore, I don't feel that. I no longer allow it. Therefore, I don't feel it. Okay? Okay, sorry. You will begin to hear fear in the words and actions of those around you, even if they preach love. Listen deeper. Listen for the truth. This oracle comes with a message of truth for you. You are hearing something that is not being said, and what you are hearing is truthful. You may feel as though you are the only one that is really ready to hear it or see it. Perhaps you have been working in a situation or Perhaps you have been working in a situation or loving in a relationship where truth is consistently denied. We live in a world where truth is frequently avoided out of fear of what it might reveal. At the basis of such actions, consciously or not, is a deep sense of unhealed, toxic shame. If you or someone else is fearful that the truth will expose rather than free and heal, then some personal healing is required. It is a time for letting go of old wounds in favor of a greater sense of self-love and acceptance. Yes. You are being asked to love yourself enough to honor the truth, even if you feel you are the only one doing so. Because that's exactly how I feel sometimes, y'all. But it's all right, okay? Sacred rebels need truth like lungs need oxygen. Truth keeps the energy of life flowing through the rebellious heart. Lies dampen the spirit of the sacred rebel. Even if those with less awakened hearts fear the truth, you must not turn away from it. Exactly. Okay? You are a truth seeker. Never deny or try to quiet this down to make others feel comfortable. You are meant to be an agitator at times, even though you don't have to confront people to do it. You don't necessarily have to say a word, though sometimes you will. Often you will agitate in the most loving sense of unveiling truth simply through your knowings. Absolutely. Hold compassion for the truths that you behold. Do not use them as knives to cut another or yourself with harshness, but as the clear insight that allows one to loosen the knots that bind simply by knowing which thread to gently tug. Yes, this oracle brings you guidance. If you have been worn down and depressed by the lies, gossip, deceit, or backstabbing going on around you, don't fret. Get out in nature and spend some time communing with the infinite. Healing will come to you no matter how many times or how many ways or by how many tongues untruth is spoken. You know what you know, your sacred rebellious heart. Absolutely. The truth is your connection to the living truth of life itself. Don't give up. Just open up to healing and know that the truth always eventually prevails. And what is the truth? You are an abundant soul. First and always. Period. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, there's a message. Thank you so much. Hang on in there, all right? And I'll talk to you later.